Hi, my name is Karen Bryant Shipp, and I want to read for you a poem, What the Red Cedars Whispered to Me. In full sunlight, they are silent. In gray, damp stillness, they speak, but without words. Rather, their presence stretches stealthily so as not to be casually overheard. Into the humid glade, their roots lay broad claim to the earth, and songs of birds and cries of crows so sharp in the blatant radiance of a sunny day are muted now, transient, fragmentary. My eyes lose focus, settle into a different kind of sight as roots emerge from my feet, my thighs. They invite me to join them in this sacred place, a sisterhood of 7 red cedars, I the 8th, member of this sacred circle, bearing witness to the receding remnants of the ancient sea, all the beings who crept and stalked across the emerging land, hallowing and haunting it with tears and prayers, with blood and the slow slip into death's shadow, with laughter too, the jubilant voices of children and singing, yes, singing, clapping, stomping, dancing the earth awake as they turned through seasons of birth and growth, harvest and decay, yielding the first fruits, an offering not to appease some jealous God, rather to say, we are here, it is good. We are together, we are relations, it is good, it is good. Echoes of the first day, the mystery shining, hallowing the dark, the evening, moving into morning, into evening, into morning. 7 times it is written, it is good. We are here, we are together, we are relations, it is good. And on the 8th day, what shall we say about the 8th day as new eyes opened and surveyed all that divine mystery had made? The 2-legged staked their claim, first to the apple, then to the tree, and then to the right to privacy. And from there, it was a short step to everything in their sight. The right to private property, staggering half-formed into Eden, which, by the way, was no longer enough. So they battered and stormed the gates, set out for others' lands, weapons in their hands and plunder in their heart, scattered to the 4 winds, ripped apart. The earth buckled beneath their feet, through mountains, ranges of mountains in their way, rivers and lakes and oceans, hoping to stay the slaughter. But they built ships and crossed the water, without a thought or pause, their ears shrunken, their mouths stretched wide, their jaws devoured the land and anyone who dared stand against them. Then, in revenge for Earth's resistance, they blasted the rock, laid concrete scars across her face, cut tunnels deep into her body to stake their claim to what lay beneath her green and fragrant crust. With a lust that cannot be filled, still they maul and mine, they clear and fell, and out of the Eden they were gifted, they raised bright and shining gateways into hell. 2 modern towers of Babel till jets, stolen by others of their kind, reduced the whole to rubble. The bright and shining city on a free trade hill crumbling from within, imploding from the heat of burning fuel, a weapon unforeseen but of their own making. The cedars grow silent, hold their breath as if the mere thought of fire brings the threat of violent death too near. I, for one, am more than grateful to return here, to fill my lungs with fresh air and the smell of pine and other fragrances to my untutored senses. undefined. At last, they breathe again. Listen, listen well. Here is the gateway to all that your mothers and your fathers threw aside when they plunged blindly into the world, creating hell, refusing to be guided by anything but their rights and greed. Take heed, they warn. You will not avoid the coming storm. And what is more, you may not survive it. Epilogue. The wind sweeps in from the west, the sun comes out. An unseen bird picks up the threads of the refrain. You will not avoid the coming storm. But while nothing is guaranteed, perhaps from this sacred circle, Eden may once again be born. It is good. We are here, we are together, we are relations. It is good.